Why engineering management feels harder than coding? Engineering management feels harder than coding. And not because it's more complex, but because it never really ends. When you are an engineer, most of your work has a closure. You get a task, you focus, you solve it, you ship it. Even when it's hard, there is a clear moment where your brain goes, done. Management doesn't work like that. So let me take you into a very common day. You start the morning with good intentions. You have a plan, maybe even a to-do list, which is already optimistic. Then the first message comes in. Someone is blocked. Then a meeting runs long because two people disagree. Then another team pushes back on your timeline. Then someone on your team looks off. And you cannot ignore it. By lunchtime, nothing is done, but everything is happening. So as a developer, your job is to reduce uncertainty. As a manager, your job is to live inside it. That's the part people underestimate. When you were coding, problems were bounded. You could usually say, if I think hard enough, I will figure this out. In management, thinking harder doesn't always help. So sometimes you are dealing with emotions, incentives, politics, or misalignment, and none of those respond well to logic alone. Another big difference, repetition. As a developer, once you've solved a problem, you rarely solve the exact same once again. As a manager, you solve the same category of problems over and over. Feedback, motivation, expectations, conflict, but with different people under different pressures. It's exhausting at first because your brain wants completion. Management doesn't give you that dopamine hit. And here's where many new managers panic. They think, I'm not doing anything. So they jump back into execution. They fix things themselves. They take over decision. Short term, it feels good. But long term, it breaks the system. Because management is not about being useful. It's about being responsible. You are responsible even when you didn't cause the problem. You are responsible even when you cannot control the outcome directly. That's why it feels heavier. But here's the reframe that changes everything. The job is not to eliminate problems. The job is to build a system that absorbs them. So when you stop expecting done and start measuring progress differently, clarity, trust, alignment, management becomes less draining. Still hard, but no longer confusing. So in the next episode, we are going to talk about the most painful phase of management, meaning when you are expected to lead without real authority. And if right now your days feel busy but strangely unproductive, you are not broken. You are just learning a new job. Thank you for your time. See you in the next video. Bye.